Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaura.
Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol.
Nitai Gaura, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol.
Nitai Gaura, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol.
Jai Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Prabhupada.
Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Prabhupada.
Jai Jaya Gurudev, Prabhupada, Gurudev, Prabhupada.
Jaya Jaya Gurudev, Prabhupada, Gurudev, Prabhupada.
Om Vishnupada Paramahamsa Privrajagacharya Ashtotra Shashimad Bhakti Vedanta Swami Shila Prabhupada Maharaj Ki
Jai.
Om Vishnupada Paramahamsa Privrajagacharya Ashtotra Shashimad Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Maharaj Ki
Jai.
Ananda Gauri Vaishnav Vrinda Ki
Jai.
Namacharya Das Thakur Ki
Jai.
Taigo Premanande, all glories assembled devotees, all glories assembled devotees, all glories assembled devotees. Almost Guru Gaura. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tado Jayamudhiraye Nashta Prayesha Bhaddeshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttama Shloke Bhakti Bhavati Naishtigi Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaya Cha Nanda Gopakumaraya Govindaya Namo Namah Namah Pangajanabhaya Namah Pangajamaline Namah Pangajanetraya Namaste Pangajangre Mukam Karodi Vachalam Pangum Langayade Giring Yat Kripa Tamaham Mande Shri Gurum Dinatarinam Shri Chaitanyam Ishwaram Paramanandamadham. Hare Krishna. Reading from Bhagavad Gita as it is, chapter 7, Knowledge of the Absolute. Today's verses 13 and 14. So we'll read verse 13 first. Tribhir gunamay bhave ebihi sarvamidam jagata mohidam nabhijanadi mamebhya paramavyayam. Tribhir gunamay bhave ebihi sarvamidam jagat mohidam nabhijanadi mamebhya paramavyayam. Tribhir gunamay bhave ebihi sarvamidam jagat mohidam nabhijanadi mamebhya paramavyayam. Hare Krishna. See that Akroni Mataji can read the verse.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Tribhirgunamay bhavai ebi sarvamidam jagat mohidam nabhijanadi mamebhya paramavyayam.
Right, Snigdhamaji?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Trivir Gunamaye Bhaber Aravi Sabamidam Jagat Mohitang Nabhijanati Mamebhyah Paramabhyayam. Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Bol. Jai. Okay. Vaikari Mataji, you can read? You want to read? Read the verse. പുറത്താണോ? Right. Okay. Siddhartha, you can read the translation.
Deluded by the three modes, goodness, passion, and ignorance, the whole world does not know me, who am above the modes and inexhaustible.
Very good. Jai. Verse 14. Devihesha gunamai mamaya duratyaya mameva ye prabhadyande maya medam tarandide. Devihesha gunamai mamaya duratyaya mameva ye prabhadyande maya medam tarandide. Devihesha gunamai mama maya duratyaya Mameva ye prabhadyande maya medam tarantide. Yes, Snigdha Maji.
Hare Krishna Prabhu. Devi Vesha Gunamayi Mama Maya Duratyaya Mame Baye Prapadyante Maya Me Tang Tarantite. Hare Krishna.
Siddhartha Thakurani.
Hare Krishna Prabhu. Devi Hesha Gunamayi Mama Maya Duratyaya Mameva ye Prabhadyande Mayam Edam Tarandide. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Right. Snigdha Maji can read the translation.
Yes, Prabhuji. This divine energy of mind, consisting of the three modes of material nature, is difficult to overcome. But those who have surrendered unto me can easily cross beyond it. Hare Krishna.
Om Jnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakayam Chachurunmeridam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Stavidam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupagada Mahyam Dadadi Swapadandiyam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yudhavadakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamstam Shri Rupam Sagrajadam Sagana Raghunadanvidam Tam Sajivam Sadvedam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sagana Ladida Shivishaganvidam Stam He Krishna Karuna Sindho Dinabandho Jagalpade Govesha Goviga Kanda Radha Kanda Namastude Taptaganjana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Rishabhan Sude Devi Pranamami Haripriye Vancha Kalpadrubhischa Kripa Sindhuvyeva Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah Namo Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Preshthaya Bhutale Srimade Bhaktivedanta Swaminidhi Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pashatya Deshatarine Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrindam Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Nirvirgunamayirbhavai Ebhi sarvamidam jagat mohidam nabhijanati mamebhya paramavyayam. Deluded by the three modes, goodness, passion, and ignorance, the whole world does not know me, who am above the modes and inexhaustible. So Krishna has very elaborately described his Swarupa as much as he is present or manifest in this material universe. How we can understand Krishna? in each and every elements is described by Krishna. He says, Mai sarvamidam prodam sutre manigana iva. So these two energies of Krishna, the inferior and the superior, the external and the internal energies, are emanating from Krishna only. Krishna says, I am the master of both. So the whole universe is manifest by the external energy, and then he enters in each and every element. Jiva also. So that is why it's called Andamdarastha Paramana Chayandarastam. Andamdarastha Paramanu Chayandarastam. This is like that. Ikopiyaso Rajayidum Jagatanda Kodi Yachakti Rasti Jagatanda Chayayadanda. Millions and millions and trillions of universes are created, and each and every universe, he permeates each and every universe, and every paramount, every atom in every universe. Every atom in every universe. Andandarastha Paramanu Chayandarasa. Andandarasa, in the Andas, in the Brahmanda, each and every Paramanu, even the smallest particle of atom, is permeated by Krishna. So water he appears as taste, in earth as smell, fragrance, in fire as form, in air as touch, and in ether as sound. So that is a Paramatma concept there in every element. Then he is the creative force behind all those endeavors, all the tapasis, all the intelligent, all the powerful, all the strong. So is that element, ruling element, the within element, Antaryami. So he describes it very neatly so that we can understand. So whenever we see a very powerful, very strong, very beautiful object or person, we can immediately know that it is they are permitted by Krishna only. So that is how we understand the Swarupa of Krishna. So having described the Swarupa, then he says in the 12th verse that H.G.Satyavrta bhava, but these gunas also emanating from Krishna, and they are permitting all these jivas. So this is more elaborately, clearly defined, clearly explained in verse 13. He says, Tribir Gunamair Ebhi, Tribir Gunamair Bhave Ebhi Sarvamidam Jagat. Sarvamidam Jagata. So this whole universe comprising of Devas, Asuras, Rakshasas, reptiles, Kimpurushas, Nagas, Gandharvas, Apsaras, human beings, plant life, animal life, so many species, everything, whole universe, Sarvamidam Jagata. It is Sarvamidam Jagata. Whole universe, whole Brahmanda is under these three gunas. Trivir Gunamai Bhavai Ebihi Sarvam. All this.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Yes.
Prabhuji, King Purusha means?
King Purusha is a type of living entity. It is given described in Srimad Bhagavatam. Kim Purusha is there. It's like Gandharva, Kinnara, Kim Purusha. This is where it is Kinnaras and Kim Purushas. They reside in the lower planets below this one. So they are residents of these lower planets. So Kim Purusha, they are classified as Kim Purusha and Kinnaras. Then you have the classification Gandharvas and then Apsaras all there. Like that, you have this Kim Purusha also and Kinnara also.
Yes,
different varieties. In the 84 lakh species, everything is included. It is there.
Yes, Prabhuji.
There is no, Srimad Bhagavatam, there is no examples given of any names given for these Kim Purushas, as well as I remember. I don't remember any person coming under. And Gandharvas, of course, you have Chitragada, and so many persons are they mentioned in Gandharvas. Apsaras, you have these, so many ladies are there. What do you call it? Urvashi, Menaga, Tilottama, Rambha, and all those. But like that, Kim Purusha, I don't remember any person mentioned in the group of Kim Purushas. They are simply mentioned as Kim Purushas and Kinnaras, which means that they are a group of living entities residing in the lower planets.
Yes, Prabhuji.
It's part of the creation. So,
yes,
all this Jagat is, they are under this modes. That is why this is called Mohidam. So, they are under the illusion. Otherwise, it is very difficult for a pure soul to continue to exist in this material universe. Only when its consciousness is illusioned, when it is deluded by the external energy in the form of gunas, then only these living entities can continue to exist here. And this delusion or the illusion has been there for so many time immemorial. Krishna says time immemorial. You don't know when this connection began. But these gunas are there. And gunas, because of these gunas, we are not able to understand our real position. So gunas is a basis of ahankara, nitya ahankara. So when people are under these gunas, different gunas, these three gunas, the human beings, the group, classified under 4 heads based on these gunas, that's Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, and Shudra. Those who are predominantly in Satuguna are Brahmanas. Those who are predominantly in Rajogun, of course, no living entity, no human beings is totally in one guna. It's always a mixture only. In case of Kshatriyas, the predominant nature is Rajogun and the secondary nature is Satogun. While in case of Vaishyas, the predominant nature is Rajogun, but the secondary nature is Tamogun. So they are in a mix. For easy understanding, we say that Vaishyas are in a mixture of Rajogun and Tamogun. And in the case of Tamogun, its a predominant nature is Tamogun only, mode of ignorance, and the secondary nature is Rajogun. Very little a portion of Satogun is there in those who are classified under Tamogun. Like that, not only human beings, all these living groups, the plants, plant lives, animal life, devas, asuras, rakshasas, everyone is coming under these gunas. Asuras basically are people in the mode of passion, rakshasas in mode of tamas. In animal life also, you find cows and all. Cows are all in mode of Satogun. Lions and the family, then the Jogun. Monkeys, etc., and Tamogun. Of course, in reptiles, you have mostly in Tamogun only that cobras, snakes, scorpions. Everything is in Tamogun only. So it is not necessary that this mode is eternal, in the sense that it is always with that particular mode is always with one person. It's not like that. Because of the activities done under so many modes, sometimes we receive according to our destiny, according to this our continuous transmigration. In this particular life, sometimes we may be having karmas. If we are having karmas in Satoguna, we will be born as Brahmanas. Suppose in this life, predominant karmas are Rajogun, then Kshatriya, etc., etc., etc. But the next life, it may change, depending on this whole series of the sequence of activities that have taken place in this lifetimes. And next life, it may change also. So that is not aware. That is always changing. So mohidam nabijanadi, and these are because of illusion, they have forgotten their real spiritual position, their own Sarupa, and because they have forgotten who they are, actually, they are naturally forgotten who Krishna is. So the disconnection with Krishna is there. You get disconnected from Krishna, and you start your life in this material universe, so many trillions eons of time. And if they know about Krishna, even if they understand Krishna or they come to know to Krishna also, they don't understand that Krishna is above these modes. They cannot understand that Krishna is above the modes. Mohidam nabijanadi mam ebhiha, I am above that. Why? Paramavyayam. He is supreme, and because he is supreme, changing. He is always firmly situated in his internal potency. He never fluctuates, or he moves away from the internal potency and gets trapped in this illusion of his own. No, he is always, you can say, removed from these activities, material activities or material modes. That we cannot understand. Because most of the people, even those who are in Satogun, they don't have the real idea, a real understanding of Krishna, who Krishna is, that he is a supreme personality of Godhead. Their understanding goes only up to impersonal Brahman only. As far as their understanding goes, the supreme destiny or the highest understanding that they have is impersonal Brahman, and therefore they don't have a clear understanding of the position of Krishna, who Krishna is. So that is the case with the Satogunis. And this is described by Shiva, Lord Shiva, in the 8th canto, in the 10th chapter, when Mohini Murti bewilders Lord Shiva. Shiva is, of course, first is glorifying Vishnu or Krishna. So in that says he says that Naham Parayur Rishayo Na Marichu Mukhyaha Janandi Yat Virajidam Khalisattva Sargaha Yen Maya Mushida Chedasa Isha Daitya Martyadeha Kimuda Shashut Abhradavruttaha. Naham Parayu. Naham means I, the chief of demigods. Para-ayu means one who is having a very long span of life. That is Brahma. So Parayu means one who is having great span of life. So neither me, nor Brahma, or the Rishaya, the Sapta Rishayas, or the Marichi Mukhya, these rishis or these Prajapatis headed by Marichi, who is the son of Brahma, you know that. Janandi yet Virajidam Kali Sattva Swarga, although they are situated in this sattvic mode, still they are not able to understand Krishna correctly. Yen Maya Mushida Chedasaha. Mushida Chedasa means their hearts are bewildered. Yen Maya. Why? Because of Krishna's illusion, their consciousness or their hearts are bewildered. Isha Daitya Martya. So if that is the case with these prominent people, what will be the case of Daityas, Martyas, and all that Shashwat Abhadra, people having base qualities influenced by Abhadras? And Krishna says, okay, people in all those modes, Satogun, Rajogun, Tamogun, and below that also. So what to speak of them? If we cannot understand, how we can expect these people to understand? If we cannot understand, we who are in Sato mode, Satoguna, if we cannot understand who Krishna is, how can we expect other people in the lower modes to understand Krishna? So Krishna is not easy to understand. It's very difficult for us to understand Krishna. So only if people in Krishna consciousness who worship Krishna can understand Krishna, because they only can come out of these modes. Mam tu avyabhicarena bhakti yogena sevade sagunan samidedan. Sagunan samidedan. Only he can overcome these modes. And once you overcome the modes only, then you can understand who Krishna is and who we are. So till that time, we are in the state of illusion. Now mohidam nabijanadi mamebhya paramabhyam. That we don't know that Krishna's real position, that is above everyone, above everything, and is inexhaustible, is avyaya, is unchanging. So for that, you have to surrender to Krishna. There is BG says the next verse, he mentions that Devi Hesha Gunamayi Mama Maya Duratyaya Mame Vaye Prabhadyande Maya Medam Tarandide. This divine energy of mind, consisting of the three modes of material nature, is difficult to overcome, but those who are surrendered unto me can easily cross beyond it. I think we have not read the translation. Did you read this translation, Signamaji?
Yes, Prabhuji, I read the translation.
Read that. Okay, I don't remember that. Okay, so it is this divine energy of mind. So Krishna says this is a divine energy. This what? These material modes. Why he says it is material modes is divine energy? Because it is emanating from Krishna alone. Eda yonini bhudani sarvani tibadharaya. Because both these material as well as this spiritual energy are emanating from Krishna, both are eternal. And this is confirmed in the 13th chapter also, verse 20. Pradim Purusham cha vidhi anadi ubhavavi. Both are eternal. So the living entities, although they are the spiritual energy of Krishna, they are bewildered by these material modes. So in this Srimad Bhagavatam, in the first chapter itself, the 7th verse, and in verse 7, Krishna says, realization of Vyasadeva, it says, Yaya mohido jiva atmanam trigunatmagam parobi manyade anartham tat kridam chabivadyade. Yaya sammohido jiva. Yaya, by who bewildered by this Maya. Before that, it is very clearly mentioned that Krishna is not under Maya. Bhakti yogena manasi samyak pranihide amale apashyat purusham purnam mayam chat bashrayam. So the Maya is very much under the control of Krishna. But the jiva, the small minute particles, they are prone to being influenced by the Maya of Krishna. they are unable to overcome this influence. They are unable to come out of this because Maya is eternal. They are difficult when you get when you get entrapped in this Maya, the snare of Maya. Very difficult to get out. That's why he says Yaya Samohido Jiva. Sammohido means illusion, bewildered. Jiva is bewildered by this Maya. Atmanam Trigunatmagam. And it considers him itself to be a product of these three gunas. Parovi Manude Anartham. Though it is superior, but it gets entangled in the things which are not desirable, not wanted. Tadartham Chavipadyade. And because it gets entangled in this, it acts on that basis only. And undergoes reactions of these karmas. So this is a situation of jivas. This is a sad situation. Although it belongs to the superior energy, because the power of this Maya, and because Maya is Devi, it is from Krishna, is very powerful, and Jiva cannot withstand this. It's bewildered, get entrapped.
Prabhuji, Maya is from God's inferior energy, no, or superior energy?
It is inferior. Maya is considered inferior energy in terms of internal energy. The internal energy and external energy.
Yes.
And internal energy is considered superior. But since they are both emanating from Krishna, it is called Devi also. It is eternal. The transformation is not, that is only temporary. The transformation is the material energy which is manifested as this universe, and this which is manifested at different bodies of the different entities. They are temporary. But the source of this external energy, which is technically called the pradhana, that is eternal only, because it is coming from Krishna only. The illusion that we are part of this pradhana does not exist in Vaikuntha, in spiritual. So there you'll find the living entities are Nitya Muktas. But those who are captivated by this, they come into this material world, and for them, this material world is always continuing, and for them, this Maya becomes eternal.
Gods having two energies, Mahamaya and Yogamaya. Yogamaya and Mahamaya. Two Mayas are there with God.
Yeah, that is it. That is Yogamaya and Mahamaya is it. Yogamaya is internal potency and Mahamaya is external potency. And technically we say Mahamaya is represented by Durga.
Yes.
Yes, that is it. That is a fact. But the origin of Mahamaya is also coming from Krishna, no?
Yes, yes. So it is superior.
So it is called, that's why it is called Devi.
Yes.
Devi, if you understand, if you see that it is called transcendental.
Yes.
Because it is, in the sense, it is eternal, because it will not be there. It doesn't mean that at some point of time this external energy will cease. No, it will be always be there. Only the transformation of external energy is temporary.
Yes, Prabhuji.
So Krishna, being master of both, Mayam tu Pragadim Vidyan, Mayinam tu Maheshwaram. Illusion is false or temporary. The background of Maya is supreme magician, a personality Godhead who is Maheshwara, the supreme controller. One should know Prakriti and Maya and its master, the great Lord. This is Shweta Upanishad. So when you understand that Krishna is a master of both energies, and you understand that this Maya is acting as a rope which is binding us, we are tightly bound by these ropes. In Srimad Bhagavatam, 7th canto, Prahlad Maharaj conversation with Hiranyakashipu, that is in 5th chapter. In 31st verse, Prahlad Maharaj says, Anda idhantir upaniyamanas tebi de abhishatantyam urudhamni baddha. Abhishatantyam urudhamni baddha. Abhishatantyam tantriyam is ropes, strong ropes. Uru means very strong. Ishatantriya means loss of material nature. These are modes.
Yes,
So
Prabhuji, in Sattvagun it bites with golden rope, and in Rajagun with silver, like that. In
like that. Yes.
Also it binds with the brass.
Iron. Sometimes there's iron, silver, and gold.
Yes. Yes.
But basically, ultimately, they are ropes. Whether it's gold or the silver or iron or brass or copper, whatever it is, they are basically ropes only. So that is called Urutandriyam. Urutandriyam means very strong boards. Damni means cords. Ishatandriya means material nature. Uru means strong. Damni means cords. Cords means rope. Ishatandriyam urudhamni baddha. Ishatandriyam urudhamni baddha. So Ishatandriya means these material modes emanating from Ishvara, Krishna. And they are very strong, Uru. And they are Dhamni, cords. And because of and with that cords, we are being bound. So how you can get out of it? Only person who is not bound can save us from this. If you want to get out also, okay, now the first understanding is that we are bound. We should first of all understand that we are now bound by this material nature. We are in a conditioned state. We are always being dominated by this laws of nature, this Sattva-guna, Rajoguna, Tamoguna. We are unable to come out of this on our own. So we should have a clear understanding of our present situation. Then only our solution will be right. If the problem is very correctly understood, then only we can have a right solution for that. So we understand that we are born with these ropes, and we have an understanding of this material nature, the three types of modes. We have an understanding of that. Then we can know that we have to get out of this, and then we know that only a person who is not bound by this nature, the material modes, only that person can help us, and that supreme person is Krishna only, or his bona fide representatives. So we have Narada, Vyasa, Shukdev Goswamis, and our Acharya Paramparas, Madhvacharya, Ramanacharya, and so many Acharya, Vaishnava Acharyas, Vaishnava saints, Vaishnava spiritual masters. They are all authorized representatives of Krishna who can deliver us. Nobody else except Krishna can untie this rope. Srimad Bhagavatam, Indra says that to Muchukund, that is the Akyanam is coming in Srimad Bhagavatam 10th canto, chapter 51. Muchukund is helping Devas to fight these Asuras, and the Devas become victorious. So Indra is very pleased. He wants to give some benedictions. Then he asks Muchugan, what is the benediction you like to have? But he also says this. He says that Varam Vrishnev Bhadram te Hrude Kaivalyam Adyana Ega Eva Isharo Tasya Bhagavan Vishnu Avyaya. Bhadram te, oh, all auspicious one. Now please choose Varam Vrishna Swa, Varam Vrishna Swa. You ask for a benediction from me. Hrude Kaivalyam, accept liberation. You can ask whatever benediction you want. Because why? Why he says that? Accept, because Ega Eva Ishvara Tasya Bhagavan Vishnu Avyaya. Only one person, Vishnu or Krishna, only we can give you this liberation, nobody else. So only Krishna and his bona fide representatives can deliver us. So there is no other alternative but to surrender to Krishna. Mam eva prabhadyante. So only we can surrender, only when we can surrender to Krishna with a proper understanding, then only we can get out of this Urudhamna Badha. Ishatandriya Urudhamna. So for that, easy method is prescribed by Lord Chaitanya. It's always chant the holy name. Krishna will be very pleased. And spiritual master will also be very pleased. And when spiritual master is pleased, Krishna will deliver us. So let's all chant the holy name as nicely as possible. Hare Krishna. Thank you very much. Yes, Singamaji, you can render Narasimha Kirtan.
Namaste Narasimhaya, Namaste Narasimhaya, Praladaladaini, Hiranyakashipurvakshaha, Silatanka Nakhalaye, Ito Narsingho Parito Narsingho, Yato Yato Yami Tato Narsingha, Bahir Narsingha Hridayir Narsingha Narsingamadi Sharanam Prapade Tabakara Kamala Bare Nakham Adbhuta Sringam Dalita Hiranyakashipu Tanubhringam Keshavadrita Narahari Rupa Jai Jagadisha Hare Jai Jagadisha Hare Jai Jagadisha Hare Jaya Narsingadev 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 Jaya Narsingadev Jaya Prahlad Maharaj Prahlad Maharaj Prahlad Maharaj Jaya Prahlad Maharaj Jaya Jaya Prabhupada 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 Nitai Gaur Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Om Ugrang Virang Mahavishnum Jalantang Sarvatomukham Nrsinghang Bhishanang Bhadrang Mrityu Mrityu Namamyaham Om Ugrang Virang Mahavishnum Jalantang Sarvatomukham Nrsinghang Bhishanang Bhadrang Mrityu Mrityu Namamyaham Om Ugrang Virang Mahavishnum Jalantang Sarvatomukham Nrsinghang Bhishanang Bhadrang Mrityu Mrityu Namamyaham Jai Nrsimha Sri Nrsimha Jai Jai Sri Nrsimha Prahladesa Jaya Padma Mukha Padma Bhranga Jai Nrsimha Sri Nrsimha Jai Jai Sri Nrsimha Prahladesa Jaya Padma Mukha Padma Bhranga Jai Nrsimha Sri Nrsimha Jai Jai Sri Nrsimha Prahladesa Jaya Padma Mukha Padma Bhranga
Bhakti
Nrsimha Bhagwan ki Jai
Vaishnava Bhakta Shesh Pada Maharaj ki
Jai.
Jai
Thank you. Vancha kalpadruvascha kripa sindhubheva cha.
पतितानं पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः.
Nanda